Okay, here we are on another 3-bedroom rambler in Kent. Almost the same thing as the one we started last week. So we're tearing up a little linoleum in the entryway, which seems to be a standard thing they did, 70s or 80s. And we're gonna refinish these beautiful, looks like white oak to me at this point, hardwood floors. We got bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and bedroom number 3. Another house going up on the market here in a couple weeks in Seattle, Kent. All right, so we got the entryway up. I'm gonna get some lacquer thinner and wipe that glue. So that is the worst room. It's gonna be beautiful. All white oak. Okay, there you have it. All the glue is up. You see that's mineral spirits coming up through the cracks there. I'm going to put a fan on that. That'll all dry. Hit this with the big sander. It's going to look like brand new. Okay. So I'm going to tackle this hearth down here. If you look at this hearth, it's very low. Lower than normal. My sander, that's a toe kick sander, made for going underneath hearths and radiator heaters and toast spaces in kitchens, but it won't fit under there. This sander, it barely fits under there a little bit, so I'll be using a combination of those, and I'll be hitting the very far back wall with my grinder as I clean up underneath that. It's the only way to do underneath these, and hand scrape. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna get after right now. Break it all up with this thing. Only one way to do it. Gotta lay down here. Yeah. Okay, so that breaks up all the old finish. I don't see that very well down there. So that breaks up all the old finish. Now I can hit it with some finer grit. That helps, really helps a lot right there. Okay, we're going to start off with some 80 grit. Okay, so we hit this with 80 grit. It's all 80 grit under there now. I'm switching over to 120 grit. I'm going to sand underneath it with 120 grit, which is going to pretty much bring that whole underneath there down to 120 grit. Then we can just feather into it with our big sander. This is a hard part. Get rid of this hard stuff first, and it makes the rest of the job so much easier. All right, 120. Here we go. This sander does not have a vacuum attachment, so it's a big mess. Okay, so that's ready for the edger. That's a dirty job. You see, I'm just covered with dust. But you know what? Just get down there, get her done. So Charles is starting in on the third bedroom here. Very nice. Get this thing roughed in and filled. That other bedroom roughed in, ready for edger work and fill. Same with that room. You know, you see this stuff right here. You don't get away from that 100%. You know, that's where the tack strips were coming into the doorways. So those leave the little blemishes on these old houses. Small size to taste. That's a beautiful flow we're going to end up with. Okay, there is the living room all knocked out. We'll do our final around the fireplace there with 120 grit. This not looking so great right in the entryway, but not horrible. I think it'll all blend in pretty good. Looks like that room is done. This room is all done. We're gonna get this thing filled up tonight. Oh yeah. All right, good morning. Saturday morning here. We have this floor all rough sanded and filled. So I'll turn this camera around, let you see what it looks like. Pretty much the same as every floor right after we get it filled. So this floor sanded up real nicely. A couple little marks by the front door, but it's all going to be acceptable. So this is a 3-coat natural floor. We're going to get going on 100 grit with the edger right now.
staple up in there.
Little corner scraping action. Scraping where you can't fit the edger. Leaves a little roundy in the corners. Scrape that out. A little bit of hand sanding. Go around and do that at all the corners. Final cut, 120 on the buffer. Little vacuum action. Clean this thing up, put a coat down. Okay, we're working our way out here. Didn't get much on the first coat here. You can see some blemishes in this floor, but that is going to be acceptable on this project, according to the homeowner. Okay, good morning. Here we are on this house in Auburn again. We have the first coat down we did yesterday. Today we're going to screen it all out and put down the 2 final coats and pretty much be done with this job. So here's what it looks like. It's a nice old #1 common white oak floor. Pretty clean, pretty clean. Got Charles over there cutting some edges, and I'm going to start in on the buffer here in just a minute. So this room here, pretty clean, pretty clean. 3rd bedroom, little bedroom, nice and clean. The hallway looks good. It's got a little bit of a line right there in that doorway that you won't see that we couldn't get out. There's a little bit of a stain in that corner. You know, depending on the lighting, it's not too horrible. A little bit of a stain coming into there. You know, we could have dark stained this floor and hid all that stuff, but the owner decided they want to keep it as light as they can, so it's a little bit of a blemish there and a little bit right at the front door, which I'm going to cover up a little bit with the transition pieces. Time for the first of 2 final coats. So we start along this leading edge here. For a nice line of finish. And basically we're going to use this to cut in. We're going to get our 18-inch applicator. cut. Charles is going to pull out of that room. Okay, so here's all my little trim pieces here. That one's just a flat piece, goes at the front door. This one goes at bathroom in the hallway. This one goes, lips over the linoleum and does the companionway going into the kitchen. And this one is the back bedroom master bath, or it's just a bathroom. It's not really a master, but that's for that. I'm gonna put some finish on these. Okay, we are at the end of another project here. The project out in Auburn. Floors are all done. Contractor Lynn here has all the base molding in. You can see what that looks like. Beautiful. He's in there working on the closet door in the other room. Hanging the doors, hanging the closet doors. There's Lynn right there. Great contractor.
Goodbye.
And a Vietnam vet to boot.
Airborne.
There you go. All right, Lynn.
See ya.
Looks great over here, man. Thanks for the business again. There's that room. Okay, transitions are all in. We're gonna call this one a wrap. If you see anything you like, hit that subscribe button. We could use your support.